Hello, I'm Alex Mansfield, the host of Manny Talks Shooting, and welcome to another episode. This is the shooting podcast where I talk to individuals all across the shooting industry. We'll talk competition, self-defense, concealed carry. If you like this content, check out our YouTube channel, Manny Talks Shooting. And without further ado, let's get to this episode. Manny Talks Shooting is proudly presented to you by D2 Custom Guns. Did you know that Phil the Groundhog isn't the only thing Puxatawny, Pennsylvania is famous for? That's right, D2 Custom Guns, the home of Dan Heizenreiter and one of the best, fabulous 2011 builders in the country. So make sure you guys go check him out, D2 Custom, anywhere you can see him on the social media, Facebook, Instagram, go check him out. If you see myself, Patches Reader, anyone with the D2 Custom Guns, make sure you go check him out, and you will thank me later. Now, let's get on to the show. Welcome, everybody. Welcome back to another installment of Manny Talks Shooting. It's been a minute, but I've needed a little R&R, but we're back. We're ready to go, and you're going to have a great episode today. This show is proudly presented to you by D2 Custom Guns. Go check out d2customguns.com. Order a pistol. Tell them Manny sent you. Get on the list, because if you order it now, you'll have it before next season. That's what's important now, guys, before next season. Anywho, we're sitting down with a buddy of mine who I always make fun of at matches because we're always fighting to get each other in the placements. It's my buddy Bert. How you doing, Bert?
Good, buddy. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. You are one of the guys that it always makes my day to see you signed up for a match or we're at the same match. Usually like one of your home ranges. It seems like that I always live. People think I'm from Ohio. I don't get it.
Yeah, I thought you were from Ohio for quite a while, actually.
Yeah. I'm down there frickin' enough at the little silly place of Columbus, but God.
Yeah.
I guess I just can't say no to helping people. I guess it's my problem.
Hey, man. Well, it seems most of the matches you're a part of and you run go pretty smooth and have real good reviews and stuff. So something to say for that.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, we put enough time and effort into them, so it works pretty well. We'll talk a little bit about some of those matches here coming up, but Bert, I ask everybody on the show this simple question at first to get an icebreaker going. Who are you and how did you get into shooting?
Yeah, man. So Bert, last name's Hege. Nobody can seem to pronounce it. It's toughest four letters.
See, why do you think I didn't embarrass myself? I was going to say Hege, and I'm like, no, it's got to be something better than this. So it's just Bert.
yeah, it's Hege. I've heard all renditions, so nothing offends me. But yeah, how I got into shooting. I kind of fell into it. I grew up on a farm all my life, and so was always around guns. Was did the occasional hunting as a youth. My brother kind of really got me into it when I was probably 15, 16. Just became kind of your normal gun dude. Had all sorts of different platforms and systems, and a couple years back, I met actually Rick. I met him at a local like indoor match with a local range, and we got to talking about it and showed up to USPSA. I believe it was Cardinal was actually our first one, and yeah, just kind of never left it really.
Yeah, and that's the cool thing, right? You meet all these people and you eventually grow into the sport. Super cool. Rick's a good dude, even though I gave him lots of shit at Indiana because he was hanging out with Micah and Bill.
Oh yeah, yep.
And it was a good time because I'm just like, what'd you do? Get rid of everybody else?
Yeah, dude. I think for Indiana, I really wanted to go to that because I saw they had a lot of higher round stages, which always excites me as an open shooter. But this year was super crazy with how many we did, and I couldn't make it, unfortunately.
I don't blame you. I'll talk a little bit about my experience about that too later in the show. I will share my opinions because it's probably a better place to talk about it than me doing a solo show about it because I'll get your opinion on some of the things that I'll criticize a little bit. So, yeah. Oh God. I'll trickle back a little bit, right? So you got into firearms, being on the farm and hunting with your brother. At what was your first How old were you when you took your first big game?
Man, I think probably 17. I shot my first doe. I didn't really get into hunting till I was about 15. we owned some property, so I always had the access. It was never a family thing, so I didn't get into it till late. But got into it about 15. Shot my first doe, probably 16 or 17, and then I didn't take you know, my first buck until about 7 years ago, 8 years ago. I always had the motto. All my bucks, I keep looking at them because they're right here on my wall, right next to my monitors. But I always had the motto. I wasn't going to shoot something I wasn't proud to hang up. Um, I know you can't eat horns. I'm not a trophy hunter, but uh, I like to look at them forever for now. Um, so yeah, probably about 7 years ago, I took my first buck, and that's that. I hunt every year. I usually quit shooting. That's why a part of the reason you didn't see me at Indiana is once opening day comes around for bow, I tend to step back from shooting a little bit.
So are you primarily a bow shooter, or will it doesn't matter what platform you're using?
Both. I started out gun hunting. Problem with it in Ohio is you only get a week for it, and not a lot of time. You know what I mean? To do something you really like. So I got into bow hunting about 5 years ago, and that's primarily what I do now is bow hunt.
Yeah, my stepdad's the same way. Like he much prefers bow archery hunting, so he'll go out there and he doesn't even take like a compound bow. He will take an old traditional longbow or recurve and just like sit out in the tree. And he's
Yeah.
a taxidermist. Like his job is he's a taxidermist, so
Oh, cool.
he which is funny because he's colorblind. Um, so um,
Perfect.
yeah, and it's just like I'm like, here, let me hold some up to the camera. If you're watching on the camera, I'm like, what color are these? And he's like, that's kind of greenish, and because he knows what people have told him what colors look like, so
Yeah.
he'll remember. Okay, that squiggle of gray is green, and this squiggle of gray is red. Yeah.
It. My son is the same way. My son is super super colorblind. Like the only thing he sees normal is black and gray.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and the only reason he knows is he didn't like transition, I guess, into colorblind until he was like 6 or 7. So he already knew what colors were supposed to be, but it's hilarious. We'll go outside and I'll be like, "What color's the grass?" And he's like, "Yellow." Okay.
I mean, it might be. It could be not be watered. I mean, in
Yeah,
August, it probably is.
bro, it's hilarious. He sees the sky as purple, so I'm like, I just want to see what you see for a day. Like it'd be pretty trippy.
Yeah, but long as you didn't have to work that day, right?
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah,
Be like,
yeah.
well, I painted 4 customers' guns wrong. Oops.
Yeah. Leave me a good review. Thanks.
Yeah, exactly. But so that's good. So you said you met Rick at an indoor range in an indoor match kind of thing, and then transferred over into USPSA. What division did you start shooting USPSA in?
Open.
But you were like weird open, right? Like,
I was, yeah, yeah. I had a staccato P that was ported, uh, and that's where I started. And that, to be fair, that's what hinders me now is I didn't play the game early enough like everybody else did. So
mhm,
shooting open minor with a non competition gun to be fair, uh,
mhm.
put me at a little disadvantage nowadays. But yeah, I always started in open.
Gotcha. And I think I remember our first. I think our first interaction was. I think it. We were at Buckeye Blast 2023. I was working a stage, and you were telling me you ain't gonna win. I'm like, I had no idea who you were or what. I'm like, who the like? I'm like, sure, okay. I'm still staffing the match. I got like a day and a half left, and I'm like, who was this guy?
First impressions, baby. First impressions.
Well, at least it was memorable enough. And then I think the next year, you were like, I think 2024 was that the year you went sub minor with that thing. You
Hey,
went,
thanks for bringing that up. Yeah, appreciate it.
hey, all my friends who shoot ported guns in like divisions, like make sure you get spicy ammo.
Yeah, yeah. Don't.
Don't pull a Bert.
Yeah, it was a. I was quite upset.
I mean, I would be too, but at least you were like, well, I'm going home. I'm not finishing this.
The good thing is it was local, so I was 30 minutes from home, and I was so mad. I was just like, I'm going home, man. I'm gonna go home and relax and enjoy the day.
Exactly. I think you at the time. I think it was you and Cody Fisher were the only guys I knew on shooting like staccato like guns that were ported like that. And it's always the risk, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Like you're buying ammo and you're like, you got to be super pick. Now, was it better with
115s, was that more reliable to make minor out of your comp gun?
Yeah. So, um, to be fair, I just started into USPSA, so I was learning everything at once.
Mm-hmm.
Probably didn't really have business being at at a major in the first place, but um, everyone was like, dude, you got to use, competition ammo, black dot, whatever. So I went with black dot, which, when I shoot LO nowadays, that's what I use and I love it. But it does not make power factor in a ported minor gun.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Well,
115's clear, that's for sure.
yeah, yeah. You definitely have to make it spicy fast. But yeah, so you learned. You were still growing it. You were still figuring out the sport.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, I think the thing about shooting at Cardinals, you're a little spoiled because you do get to shoot national level or regional level stages like all the time because Corey and Dan are a little lazy in my opinion and just leave it up. But hey, if you have the access to do it, leave it up, right? Like who wants to have to put stages on the ground every month? I don't.
Hey man, we like it because we're on teardown crew, so it's a little bit less for us to do after a major.
Yeah, I mean that is pretty cool. I mean, I do love the fact that you guys do drive around in the golf cart in the truck and be like, all right, let's go pick up all this shit.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
Makes it easy. But so what was it this year or was it when did you finally actually get a real open gun?
Uh, the last year, I got it at the end of last year, October.
Mm-hmm.
So this year was my first full year with an open with a major gun, open major gun.
Right. Yeah, you're like a legit competition gun.
Yep.
So why do you say that you kind of did it backward? Like you didn't quite came into the sport right. Like because you said you came right into open minor, right?
Yeah.
And it's kind of hurting you. It hurts you a little bit now. Why do you say that?
So before this, the change with all the classifiers and
Mm-hmm.
only now everyone counts, right? Every single classifier counts no matter what. So back then I didn't understand. I was new to the sport in the first place, shooting what I felt was behind the curve, right? Open minor, it's probably that's a tough place to compete in my opinion. Is the open minor game. Um, but I also didn't understand the scoring at all. Like I didn't understand how the classifiers worked. I didn't understand the average. I didn't understand, pretty much that entire system. Um, so instead of trying to learn it, I kind of just went with it. And again, doing that so new, and then in that, it really, I started out way down here instead of understanding how to game the stages themselves and how to actually stage plan and stuff like that. So, my classification pretty much immediately started out super, super low, and then I just had to build back up from there.
Yeah, yeah, you it definitely can be hurting, especially when you're new in the sport and you still got to figure out how to shoot classifiers or even how to
Dude,
shoot the sport, right? Like some
yeah.
people, like my wife, example, she started getting into shooting really this year in little of last year, start shooting some matches, and she's like, I'm so glad I actually watched you shoot matches before I started shooting because then I can understand how the game works. She admits she's not that fast, but she still understands it a little bit more, and she's like, so that's definitely helps the learning curve a little bit. But
Yeah.
yeah, open minor is rough because you're shooting classifiers, and then you're like, oh, I can't go anywhere because I'm shooting okay speed, and you're shooting against open major power factor and hit factors, and you're like, this sucks.
Yeah.
Just like you and I could go shoot a classifier, good match pace, right? The LO guys or the CO guys, oh look at I got a 94% master run, or and then I got a mid B class run.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
what the fuck? Like, this is the thing that pisses me off about the classification system is that now that everything counts, just trying to shoot things at like match pace that will place you well in the match overall, it still just screws you at the end in the sub game.
Yeah.
But I'm not a
Yeah.
cheater enough to not put my number in.
Yeah, I've never not put mine in. Justin and I kind of talk about that all the time. Is like, dude, you know, if I'm gonna earn what I have, whether that's good or bad. I'm gonna earn it, and we all have bad days, we all have whatever. But yeah, I definitely I put my number in every time, man, and what it is what it is.
Yeah. Now, every match director who's listening to this, don't set up El Pres anymore.
Oh my gosh, dude. Well, and then you see videos of like Hyder shooting that,
Mm-hmm.
and you're like, I don't ever want to shoot it again, just because I'll never run it like that anyway.
I mean, he's old. He don't shoot no more. So
I
I mean, I'll just Photoshop my face on his head.
I text him all the time. I'm like, when you coming back, buddy? He's like, no, sir.
I would just like him to come up and visit. Like I don't even care he's got to shoot, but I just like to visit my buddy.
Yeah, he was up a couple months ago for a family thing, and he stopped by the shop for a couple hours, so it was good to see him there. But otherwise, I just text him pretty much every week at least.
Yeah, I texted him on his I think it was his birthday because it's saved in my phone for some reason. And then I just texted him, "You old man." It's like,
yeah, he's getting there, man.
yeah, I miss him. I wish you'd come around, but or I got to go down there. But no, yeah. And then you got those, yeah, you just got those top guys, and it's like this is bullshit.
Yeah.
Well, and then like you and I, we're both A class open shooters, and we're fighting masters that are stuck in A class. It's like, y'all, like Ron Kiesel, for example, like just wipes the floor with us, and it's just like, what the fuck,
dude? It's disheartening when you watch them. And you're like, I want to do that too, but I can't right now. It's like, but it's cool to watch those dudes shoot like that, man. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Well, and like we shot Area 5 in the mid match. I'd call it the mid match, which was exciting because that was my first time really at a big major being able to shoot not on staff day. It was kind of cool.
Okay. Yeah.
And like the Ron Kiesel was in front of me, and you guys were behind me. So, and I think we got lucky because we did shoot the smaller points in Zone 1.
Yes.
So our mistakes were a little bit less hurtful.
Yeah.
I mean, we still didn't shoot like we wanted to, but
I had a rough Area 5, that's for sure.
I don't know if that was more rough or your IPSC Nationals match.
IPSC, I just quit. I at that point, day 2, I was like, I'm just here, man. I'm just here.
Yeah, and we'll get. I'll explain why I said he quit. Like it was awful in a minute because it was kind of funny. We'll talk about that because they do a pretty good. The guys and you do a pretty good job at the match videos. Those are pretty fun.
Yeah, we get that more and more nowadays. So it's super cool because that's why we do it, right? We're not. We do those for fun, man. For people to kind of understand, like, dude, we all have day jobs. You know what I mean? Like, come out and shoot this stuff. It's fun no matter what.
Yeah, I'm finding it more and more now. It's about just having the fun. Like,
yeah.
That's why we shot Indiana section. We got a whole squad of us together from Michigan, and we came down. So that was kind of fun.
Yeah.
But no, I like competing against you because it's a good pace play. You know, it's a good pace pusher, right? Like, you know, to have somebody that you're shooting against, like if it's on another squad or somebody who's a good metric, right? Like somebody who's consistently like in the same area, who's maybe a little bit better or right on par with somebody. It makes it a lot easier to pace yourself or have an idea where you need to be at.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna admit it, and of course now I'm gonna do it, in front of however many people at this point. But every time I'm checking scores at those, I'm like, all right, where's Manny? Where is he? Am I ahead?
Well, I do have a stroke of genius every once in a while.
Yeah.
If I lost like 30 pounds, maybe it'd be more than once in a while. Because I mean, like that's one of my biggest limiters right now is one. Not having the best splits on my trigger consistently, and usually what I get sucked into is you shoot a far target and then you're kind of windingly getting closer, and the split speed or the time between shots is not necessarily quicker. It's like bam, 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 bam. It's like come on, I'm shooting a 25-yard target. I'm shooting like a 5-yard target now. Why am I shooting it slow as fuck?
Yeah, just send them.
Well, and this is the problem too. Like I'm the only real contentious open shooter in like at my local club up here. So I'm shooting against like GM carry optics guys, and the trigger speed pace is a little bit slower because you're shooting more alphas, right?
Sure.
Where I can get away with a 35 split on a 25-yard target, or a 50 split on a 25-yard target because I can accept a Charlie and be okay. I don't need an alpha. Like 1 point at 25 yards is not a big deal. Like
no, I'll take that. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's why like at our, especially at the club where we shoot, it's really nice because we got these deep ass bays. So we're like, all right, let's stick a target out there that's a poke. And it's quite nice when you're like, all right, I won the stage by 10%, but I really just shot at the same speed, but I was able to collect a couple more Charlies than everybody. But
Yeah, well, that's kind of the game with open, right? Is playing that how many Charlies can I accept just because of that?
right. And I
Yeah.
also say it's also shooting out major is also a crutch, in my opinion, to myself, because you can be a little too sloppy and be like, this isn't really, it's like, okay, I did okay, but it was still unacceptable. Like if you wanted to take that performance to a major, you'd still get your dick crushed in by anybody. Like even when Christian Tyler shows up, you're extra getting kicked in. But
I don't even care where I place when he shows up. I'm like, dude, it's a non-starter for me. Let's just watch this dude. Like he is insane.
Oh, he's absolutely insane. He's a robot. He's the Terminator.
It doesn't even look like he's moving that fast. Like it's just so smooth and fluent and consistent that you're like, it doesn't appear in person that he's running it that fast. And then you hear the time, and then you see you hear and see the score, and you're like, what the hell just happened?
Yeah, absolutely. It's insane. Like just the amount of like efficiency he has.
Yeah.
And just being able to crush everybody. I mean, he's the world champion for the reason. But
Sure.
But yeah, he's a savage. But
Yeah.
no, and I'll throw everybody in there when I'm like, all right. And I'm not a score checker, right? I don't check during the match for the most part, but
yeah,
I'm just like, all right, well, look, we'll see where we placed out. Like my buddy Ken, when he shoots against me, he's like, man, you beat me by 30 seconds. I'm like, that sucks. Bert beat me by 15 seconds. It's like, and I had, especially at Area 5, I had some stage hiccups, but I was like, damn, where the fuck do you find 15 seconds? I mean, I'm like, but oof. Like Indiana, God, that was ridiculous how there was those big stages and there was a lot of fucking running. And I'm like, oh, this sucks.
Yeah. Ross, Ross.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know his face, but well, no, I know his name. I can't put his name to his face right now. But yes, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, you would know him when you saw him. But he was at the shop yesterday or the day, and he was talking to me about Indiana, and he was like, dude, the long stages he's like, they were cool. He's like, but they were freaking brutal, and he's like, they were stacked up on each other.
Yeah.
He was like, so there was no in between to kind of catch yourself, or he's like, it was just back to back to back.
Well, and especially it sucked as I had like the short stage that was like 28 rounds. That was like straightforward. You run down in a hallway essentially, and then you run to another shooting box, but it was a balance beam. So you shoot that, and then you go into a 46 round stage. It's like around the world.
Perfect.
And it's like, okay, here's another backup. And this is one of my complaints about Indiana was purely the fact of you don't put two jumbo stages next to each other.
Yeah.
And have a fast stage here. You almost need to have like a smaller normal round count stage, guys, like 32. You can make it all the same amount of running, but eliminate some of the targets and be like, okay, this stage will flow pretty decently. This one to this one. This one might have a small backup, but it's not going to be 20 minutes. And that's one of the things. I mean, this place, that was their first major match that they've hosted.
Yeah.
So they've got a lot of growing pains on that. And
everyone's got to start somewhere, you know what I mean? So I always try to give that grace too. I'm like, dude, if it's like there's a local place here that just started hosting them, and their first one was kind of a dumpster fire where a lot of, what I would say, like me and yous won't go back to. And I'm like, man, it's their first one. You got to give them a little credit, right? But when you're hosting a major and people are paying that much and traveling, from all over, it's like maybe you should have started a little bit lower.
Well, yeah. Well, either the cost or call out to other match directors and find out what's going on. Like, what do they need to do? Like, what are the minimums, right? Water on every bay needs to be a minimum now. Like, Saturday was hot. So Isaac McLaren was shooting on Saturday, and I was walking stages, and we couldn't find bottles of water except for like a couple bays. And I'm like, it's not that much to make sure the coolers are filled and just have water, especially when it's hot and muggy.
Yeah.
And it's not the end of the world. But there's simple things like that, right? Like just the water. I mean, things we take for granted at Cardinal, lots of shelter and shade and water. and air conditioning.
Yeah, the dudes at Cardinal are fan-freaking-tastic. Whether it's, Dan and Corey, or Brad or whoever, man, they are on it with keeping, water and making sure everyone has just like the essentials, and then even more so than that. You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
really, yeah, I agree. Is us, especially because we're so local to it, is Cardinal and how they set stuff up really spoils us.
Mhm. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
just the efficiency of everything, and makes it easy. Um, yeah, like even like now that they have Justin's there with his tractor all the time,
yeah,
tearing down stages is just put it on the pallet. We'll just pick it up with the truck, the tractor. Oh my god, like how many clubs would die to have a fork, things with forks.
yep, yeah. I mean,
Like,
or somebody as awesome as Justin and his wife, like those two put in a lot up there too. You know what I mean?
oh yeah. Well, every time I see Laura, she's like, "I'm only 8 minutes away." I'm
Hmm.
like, don't say that because everyone's gonna expect you to be here all the time. But
I I think
they're
they expect themselves to be there all the time. I mean,
yeah.
they're always there.
Well, and that's a good thing too. It's like you ask Justin, "Hey, can you get this done?" He's like, "Okay, I'll get it done whenever I'm not sleeping,"
Yeah,
because
right.
it doesn't seem like Justin ever sleeps. Funny enough is Justin will come on the show here. God, it's a couple weeks out, but he'll be on the show too. So
Oh, cool. Skeens?
yeah, yep,
Oh, dude, he's such a cool dude, man. I talk to him on Facebook all the time.
yeah. He and I like. I'll tell him this to his face. I haven't told him yet, but it's one of those things like I didn't know him when I first met him in like 23 when he kind of had like a busted up hand and he had the really long beard and he was just kind of shooting the Corey Shields side match thing a couple times at Buckeye that one year. And I'm like, and then, last year getting to talk to him more. And then this year really talking to him a lot. You meet people and they're good people. And then that's all this sport really is filled with. There's not many bad apples in the bunch,
I
at least
agree.
not up here. I mean, like they kind of weed themselves out anyway, if there were.
Yeah, well, and then when you get kind of like our groups, you know what I mean? And you do find that bad apple, if they don't weed themselves out, they get weeded out pretty quick.
Oh, yeah,
Um,
definitely.
but yeah, good point. This sport is for the majority filled with awesome people, dude. Like that's what really I'm a people person for the most part. You know what I mean? I get along with most people. I Zabanik, will tell people all the time. He's like, Bert might be the most inclusive human at a match that you'll meet because I just, even if I don't know you, dude, like, come on, let's go. You know what I mean? That's what I really like about this sport is kind of most of the egos get checked. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And you'll always have when there's a bunch of dudes, you'll always have one guy or a moment or whatever. But yeah, this sport's awesome for the people that it has.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. And it's incredible. And the good people you meet, I don't know how many people do. They come up to me a match. I have no idea who they are for the most part. They're like, man, thanks for doing the podcast. I really like listening to it. So then you start talking to them for a little while and it's like, these are, everyone's really nice. And they come up to you like at IPSC Nationals. I had like 3 or 4 international shooters come up to me like, and I wasn't even wearing, I don't think I was wearing the green Manny Talks Shooting long sleeve. I think I was wearing the D2 sleeves, like the D2 shirt. And I'm like, and they just knew who I was, right? Because I mean, I did have a name placard on my golf cart, so nobody jacked my golf cart. Because gotta have like doing what I do, I gotta have the golf cart. I can't
For
be
sure.
walking on my feet, or I'll just steal. Next time, what I need to do is be like, "Oh, Justin's shooting a stage. Bye." Just run
Yeah,
away, run away with the golf cart.
dude, take his 6-seater.
Yeah, I'm so jealous of him. Like,
Me
I don't
too.
even own this thing. It just lives in my house.
Yeah, pretty much. His boss is awesome, man. He lets him take that thing everywhere.
He just needs to take it everywhere, every match he goes. I mean, like, and then you see um, Joe and Joseph. They bring that mule
Yeah.
down the cart. I'm like, God, can we put a double decker on it? Because you see Ron Keese hanging off the side of
Yep.
But how's it go? I was going somewhere with this, but then yeah, but people just come up to me, talking to me, thanking me for the podcast. It really means a lot to me. But it's cool to see the reach that I have, even just by talking to shooters like you, just talking to normal people. That's what we all are. We're just normal people. Like we
For
all have
sure.
day jobs.
Yep.
I mean, even Christian Seiler, the world champion, has a day job in finance, like in money stuff. Like it's not like he shoots all day.
Sure. Yeah. Yep. I
But
agree.
Speaking of that, what is your day job? I think that's kind of a cool segue a little bit. What is your day job?
Yeah, man. So I own Atlas Tactical. I like to say we do everything custom. That's just kind of what we do. We do a lot of machining, a lot of Cerakote, a lot of gunsmithing, fixing and repair. We're kind of all over the place with what we do, but we do a lot of it. So yeah, it's fun, man. It's cool. Same aspect as USPSA. Meet a lot of cool people, a lot of like-minded. We're all kind of where it's a niche thing in the first place, right? Like the gun community, and yeah, so you just meet a lot of good people within that, and it's been cool.
Oh, 100%. And that's the cool thing, right? You get to meet all these cool people and find out what they want. And and if you, as your logos or your motto, I'd say what you just said, everything custom, you can find out what the customer actually wants and needs
Hmm.
and make it for them, right? So
Yep.
that's the cool thing. It's not like, well, I think you want, or a customer might say, well, I want this thing with lots of popple holes. Well, what are you using it for, right? Well, what's the purpose of it? And then you're going to tell them, well, the popple holes might not be your best option for what you really want. I'm going to tell you what you really want is this, and this is a really cool paint job because I'm not going to paint the single color. I mean, I will, but you really don't want that because you're going to be disappointed in it if you only get a single color.
Yep. Yeah. It's funny, every person I talk to, I'm like, dude, look, I'm not a salesman. I'm the worst salesman that there is. Because I'll tell you, you come in, you want this. I'm like, no, you don't, so I'll talk myself out of work just to save a customer some future headache or an issue they don't want to have. Um, but yeah, that's kind of why I enjoy, right? So a little backstory or a little, I don't know, back step, I guess, is before I started Atlas in 2019, I did custom cars. So I owned a custom car company for a number of years, and that's all I did day in and day out. We're um, mainly higher end cars. I had some contracts around here that I did all their work and stuff. But so I no matter where I'd been, I kind of came from the custom thing,
Mm-hmm.
and I just kind of brought that over into this space. Uh, is yeah, like I want you to be able to get what you want to get, but in a reasonable way.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's kind of how that is.
Right. So why the name? Why Atlas Tactical? Where'd that come from?
I don't know, dude. Didn't come from anywhere really. I started this with a buddy. His name's Justin, but different Justin.
Mm-hmm.
He had some things happen medically to him where he couldn't continue. Um, and it was just kind of the name we had fell on. We didn't really do a lot of market research ahead of time, or I definitely would have gone a different direction. Um, but yeah, it really it didn't come. It was just kind of something we fell into, I guess you would say. I don't know. Yeah, it didn't come from anywhere.
Gotcha. No, that's no problem. Yeah. So, which probably people are like, "Are you Atlas? You Atlas Gunworks?"
We used to get that at the beginning. Now, you know, now that we're a little more popular, we don't get that too much anymore. But we do work with Atlas Gunworks quite a bit. I talk with them almost weekly.
Yeah, that's got to be cool. Being able to talk and collab or do stuff with other companies is always a cool thing, especially when you share almost the same name.
Yeah, right? It was that actually came up in conversation with them, and he's like, "Dude, I couldn't care less." And I was like, "All right, well, I apologize because I didn't do any market research ahead of time." So
Right? Yeah. Like you'd just be like, "Oh, it fits and it works," and it's like, "Oh, yeah, that's that can be a
yeah,
problem."
yeah, I was like, "My bad, dude."
Yeah, it's all good. But so I'm assuming before. So when you started the gun stuff, did you just do the Cerakoting and the slide cuts, or and just the optic milling at first, or what did you start? Where did Atlas start?
We actually like grew our first 6 to 9 months purely off Canic sales. Uh,
Okay.
Canic had kind of just came onto the market in a big way. They were super popular. Also, they were super cheap. They were still, $189 to $210 or whatever. Um, And so we just brought a ton of them in and sold them. And that's how we started for about the first 6 months. Also, this was right as COVID started. Um, the fact we made it through that is a feat in itself. But yeah, that's kind of where we started. And then we grew into the next step was Cerakote, which I'd been doing Cerakote beforehand with the custom cars. We did all their hot parts, exhaust, turbos, superchargers, all that kind of stuff. So it kind of transferred right over pretty quick. And then, yeah, within that first 9 months, I think we brought in our CNC.
Okay. So I'll dabble a little bit quickly back into the car thing. So you go to SHOT Show in January now for guns, right?
Yep.
Did you ever go to SEMA and have anything at SEMA, or I don't know? Is there a big is SEMA just trucks or SEMA all vehicles?
Yeah, SEMA's all vehicles. Yeah, we went to SEMA, I think 9 years straight, 10 years straight. SHOT Show. Have you ever been to SHOT Show?
No, I have not been to SHOT Show.
So SHOT Show's cool. It's big. SEMA is probably 10, 15 times bigger than SHOT Show. It's
And is SEMA
massive.
later in the year, or is it
Earlier. It's right at October. It's usually right after Halloween.
okay, so
Yeah.
it's coming up. So SEMA's coming up, and then they get a little break, and then it's SHOT Show.
Yeah.
and
The first
VMAs.
yeah, the first couple years we would hit SEMA and SHOT Show, and that got to be too much really quick.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
Especially being there for that long, and
Yeah. The problem with SEMA is like SEMA, you get it's Monday to Friday. Monday is not open to the public. It's only open to industry people. It's for setup and they have some like private stuff going on. So we had to be there from Sunday to Saturday. But the problem with SEMA is even Monday to Friday, you cannot make it through the whole thing. Like we walk from opening till close and you cannot make it through like all of SEMA. You can't see everything.
yeah.
SHOT Show, you can get through it in about 2.5 to 3 days. But when you're doing that 2 months apart from each other, while working, with the company and everything else, the kids, like it became a lot too quick. So we eliminated SEMA after the second year.
Gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah. So yeah, as you mentioned, SHOT Show. Now, what was your perp? Now, did you have a booth at SHOT Show, or were you just there just to be a exhibit? Just walk around.
Yep. Yeah, we just went to check it out, go around, make a lot of good contacts at SHOT Show. It's really cool. It's kind of the place to do that, right? That's the whole purpose of it. So everyone goes in there with that mindset, so it's super easy to make connections and contacts.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
Be able to get all those contacts and get everything taken care of.
Yeah, it's cool, man. You get to see a lot of stuff that's like coming to market or variations, that are coming to market, and some of them don't pan out. You never see them again, but it's cool to see stuff ahead of time. And you can kind of helps you out as a thing. You can kind of plan like, hey, this is what we need to bring in next, or whatever.
Right. Right. So getting back, to the day-to-day business operations of Atlas. So what is probably your biggest or your most common service or something you guys do on a regular basis?
Well, it's funny. We just did reports actually, but it's pretty much high. It's pretty much even across machining and Cerakote. Those are like our two biggest things, far and above.
So when you say machining, do you know which particular machine job you do the most, or?
I don't follow. I obviously I do all of them, so I see them all, but I don't follow what we do the most. But probably optic cuts, to be honest with you. I mean, we do. Sometimes it gets mind numbing with how many optic cuts we do.
Oh, I can imagine. Yeah, just all the amount of optic cuts. Now, do you find that you're cutting more for the Delta Point Pro footprint now that the Vortex is out, or is it still the SRO?
Yeah, RMR is by far the most popular.
Mm-hmm.
For us. I'm sorry, for us. RMR is the most popular, followed by the RMSC. I would say Delta Point Pro, honestly, for us is probably the least popular.
Which I guess makes sense because the Vortex Defender XL is still kind of raising in popularity.
Yeah.
It seems like it's surviving really well on frame mounted guns. I mean, I've got friends who've got them on their slide rides, but it always seems like something can happen. It always seems like something happens to those on a slide ride. I mean, what are you shooting a hollow sun or are you shooting a Vortex?
I shoot a 507 comp.
In green dot because Bert can't see the other one.
I tell you, man, I know it's tough.
You lucky bastards. You guys won like all the red dots, I think, in Buckeye. And it's just like, oh, I can't even use this one.
Dude, I felt bad. I was trying to like trade people at one point, you know what I mean? Just to try. Yeah, I think I won between the two. I think I won 7 optics.
Yeah.
Yeah, but because the teardown and stuff, you have the separate one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I still have optics just sitting in the safe that aren't on anything.
Yeah, so do I. I've got 3 optics right now. I got an SRO, I got an X, and then 2 XLs, like 1 in 2 MOA, and then 1 like in 5 or 6. It's like I don't know what to put these on yet. I'm debating on switching both my open guns to XLs, but
Really?
I'm also like, I am, but I'm also too lazy to actually like go get a new frame mount and then put them on.
Yeah, I just I wanted to try out the Seymour. So
Mhm.
I have a Seymour upstairs right now. But kind of the same way, like I still haven't reached out to MPA to be like, hey, I need a Seymour frame mount, But
Yeah.
I did get one to try one out. I don't know how I'm gonna like it because it's red, but
And that's the RTS3, right?
I got the RTS 2.
Yeah. Well, and as Hyder says, like it's the gold standard. I mean,
Yeah,
and that's what's on one of my open guns. My original open gun has the RTS2 on it, and I'm like, I like it. I don't like the fact that I had to turn it off every stage. Um,
does it die quick?
It can. I mean, like it's just been like part of the habit. It's like a habitual thing. Like everybody who shoots still shoots with it up here, like with an open gun and with an RTS2. Unload, show clear, rack the round out. Or they catch it, they put the mag away, and then they're holding on to the power button, turning it off, and then they holster it, and it's like I don't mind it, but I'm also like I like the SRO that I can just leave on and just put the gun back in the holster and lock it and move on. Thank you for checking out another episode of Manny Talks Shooting. I greatly appreciate it. And if you could do me a favor, please go patronize our partners when you are available. We have always, as the title sponsor, D2 Custom Guns. We've got Outdoor Dynamics, Make Stuff Better, 2 Alpha Apparel, Range Panda, Laugh and Load, Hunter's HD Gold, and Southern Bobby Q. Now, thank you. Let's get on with this episode.
Dude, I've never my stuff's back here right now because I was messing with it. It's kind of my workbench back there, but my home workbench. I've never even turned my 507 comp off ever. Like even between state or matches, I just throw it in my MPA bag and literally zip it up. Like I've never turned it off.
Yeah, and I mean, there's people, and like I was like that with my RMR, but like my my competition guns, I'll turn them off, just because I don't want to have to remember to place the battery.
Yeah.
I mean, with the SRO or the Hollow Sun, it's easy. You just unscrew it, and then you pull the battery tray out, and you put the battery tray back in. But like when the RMRs, when you change them once a year, it's like I don't want to have to fucking take this thing off my damn off the gun.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But I'm just lazy though. I'm like that's just me though. But yeah. So you like you said, your leaders were Cerakote and machining. Which do you prefer? Do you prefer just like to do the machining? Like personally, do you like the machining better, or do you like the paint? Cerakoting the guns.
Machining.
Yeah.
Machining very much.
Because you just make sure you set it up, and then you hit the program button, and you're like, okay, it's going.
I wish it was that easy. Some days it is, but no, it's just I think I've done so much Cerakote. I'm okay letting Austin or Duel or someone else take care of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, has there been times you've had to fix other machine shops like machining work on guns?
Yes. Yeah. I think everybody has that though. To be fair, like the short answer is yes. But as any shop, who's doing a lot of work, I think everybody has stuff go out that that they're not happy with, or that didn't come out quite perfect, or wasn't caught. So I think that's just kind of the nature of the game. You find that in any industry, you know what I mean? But yeah, we have.
Mm-hmm. Now, do you have okay, without mentioning any names or companies, what was the worst fix you had to do?
Man, that's a good one. Probably the Nighthawk that somebody ported, and it was nowhere close to center at all. Like you got the window, and the ports were like riding the edge of the window.
Well, I guess it's a little. Would that be a little bit better than when they just mill right through both of them at the same time?
Yeah. So I mean, there's some like that could have been much worse, but I decline them. Like I just don't even want the responsibility for having to come after what I've seen.
Yeah.
But probably the most like hurtful was the Nighthawks aren't cheap, right? So
Mm-hmm.
to have to kind of deal with that was probably one of the most memorable, painful ones where I'm like, "Jeez, dude, like this is gonna suck."
Yeah. Well, and then you're just like, I don't know what to tell you, bud. Like they butched it pretty. They butched it pretty bad, right?
That's the worst when you have to tell somebody like this thing's screwed. Like
Well, yeah, and especially for when it's Nighthawk money. Like,
yeah.
that's gotta
I
suck.
mean, even Glock, right? Like it's who wants to put another $350 into replacing a slide because of something silly.
Yeah, but yeah, that still does suck. But it's way less of a wallet gouge than like
I
you need a whole new upper on this gun for it to work
I
right.
I agree. Yeah, I agree.
And as you know, like a 2011 upper is not necessarily cheap to build. The time in it alone, and the like, it's not like you slap slide on slide rails and it goes. It's like
Yeah,
it's
it's its own beast.
right.
Yeah.
So I've been curious. As I saw your picture on Facebook today, and now we're sitting behind you. What's in the tank?
Oh, just fish at this point, man.
How big's that tank?
So the main display, I don't know how to do this on camera here. The main display is 300 gallons. Underneath of it on the other side of the wall is a 200-gallon sump. So it's a 500-gallon system.
Okay, and I'm assuming it's a saltwater system.
Yeah.
Now, how many fish do you have living in there right now?
Not many. The tank's quite old, and I kind of fell out of it with a lot of stuff going on. I never did a lot of fish. It was all I did coral.
Mm-hmm.
I did corals. So that was my big thing. So there's a lot of living plants and stuff like that in there. But I think there's only like 4 or 5 fish in there right now.
Okay, and I'm assuming like to get to the tank is like on the other side of the wall, like you can get to the top of the tank and.
Yeah, the other side's kind of like the laundry room area, and like right on the other side of this wall is the stand, and it's all accessible back there.
Right. Yeah, it reminds me of that TV show, like about the guys who make the custom tanks.
Tanked.
Yeah, I like that show. That show is pretty cool.
I still watch it to this day.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just like, I wish I kind of had that kind of throwaway money on a fish tank.
It's it's fun, but it is expensive. So
Well,
yeah,
I mean, I rather just go and shoot really loud guns and have fun
Yeah.
with my homies than have a fish tank.
Well, I mean, it's self-sustaining, so I haven't touched that. I haven't done anything with that thing in probably 2.5 years, except feed the fish.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, so it's not too bad, but it is expensive to start. I don't recommend it.
Yeah. I don't blame you either. They're just cool to look at too.
It's fun, man. Like I'll just sit down here and kind of, literally hang out with the kids and just watch it.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, it's not like it's a dog. It's not like you have to really take care of it. I mean, you do have a cool dog, though. Like, how many people can say they can take their dog to the range and be like, it's just going to chill on the golf cart?
Yeah, he's. I thought about having him down here, and then I was like, with my luck, he'll be psychotic. So he's upstairs now.
It's usually how mine is. That's why I have to shut both doors because it's not that he'd be an asshole. He'd just more be like, I want in, but now I want out. So it's like, I'm not I can't touch either wall from my desk, so it's like, and there's 2 doors. There's one on each side of me. So
Yeah, Abel would be trying to sit up right here the whole time, just trying to say what's up. literally full time.
Yeah. So, we talked about it. The season for you is winded. You've gone into hunting mode and just kind of work mode. What kind of goals do you have for 2026?
I think it's pretty standard, man. I'm chasing that M card.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I'm kind of chasing the M card, but I'm also like, I don't shoot enough classifiers as it is. So it's like, I just kind of get stuck. I have to go out of my way to go shoot classifier matches to get
Yeah.
classifiers. Because my one club, the club I'm a part of, we just run a classifier match once a year. And usually what I'll do is we go and I'll go pick another division and go get classified. So I'm just like, I'm bored.
That's what I did when my MPA was down. Is I went and shot LO, and the one of the 4 matches I went to with it, the classifier got thrown out. So I was like, I have 3 on LO, and I was like, do I just go get one more this year and be done with it? But no, I don't know, man. There's no reason. I just want the M card, dude. Like it's just I think it's just what it's the dude in me. I want the next thing.
Oh, I don't disagree with you. I mean, I want it too. I'm also just like, I don't want to keep getting my dick kicked in.
Dude, that's the thing is, yeah, it's not going to help me in majors. That's for sure.
Right.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not going to do me any favors.
Yeah, and I like, and this is the problem with the classifier system. You got to shoot the new ones while they're fresh, and be like, "Oh, look at me! I got a really good score. I didn't get beaten down too bad."
Yeah, before they're shot out.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, like what is it? The 99 series, I think, that are just like.
Oh, even some of the 2009s, the 2013s. It's like,
yeah.
I'm glad they got rid of some of them, but we'll see. We'll see what they do with they add in some more. So you want to get M? What's on the calendar already for 26, or have you not even looked?
Haven't even looked, dude. I'm so bad with it. We have a group chat, with all of us, and literally they will be like, "Bert, don't forget," because I'm so bad with it.
Yeah, well, you're kind of wrangled in. You'll tear down, which is nice. Buckeye is gonna be in June,
dude.
It's not gonna rain.
I was gonna say, as long as it's not what we had this year, I'll take it.
That fucking sucked.
It was brutal.
The only one who had good weather was staff.
Yeah, they got lucky.
Yeah, we did. We got lucky, and it was rough. That rain sucked. I'm so sorry for I wasn't even out there the whole time. Like the ROs had to be there the whole time in the rain.
Mm-hmm.
I at least got to go inside.
I think we're one of the only. There was a couple, but a ton of people left early, man. Like we showed up Sunday, and it was like 60% of the people had not shown up.
You tell me about it. I had to fix all that in the match.
Yeah,
like people who were like, okay, they didn't finish shooting. They never went to chrono, but they shot the first day. So, which was dumb too. Like Eddie Garcia, I guess, was there, and some of his buddies. They shot the first stage of Buckeye. I'm like, great. You shot a stage, then left without shooting chrono. So you get a score, but you don't get a score.
Yep.
So we could shoot for no score, and it's like, oh my. And then you got to DNF them the rest of the way. I'm like, it's much easier if you didn't show up and shoot at all. Like,
think of me, buddy. Come on.
So mid morning, like it's 9 o'clock or maybe 10 o'clock by the time I call the other stats guy over. I'm like, bro, sit your ass down and start DNFing the fuck out of people. Like boom, boom, boom. You just keep tapping the buttons, keep going. Eventually we'll get through it, because the problem is you can't rectify the match until all the scores are done. So you can't say, oh, so and so won, and then start arbitration, and then when all the scores are all jacked up like that. So
yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, we can't touch a stage until all that's done.
Yep. Well, luckily enough, it's But the nice thing is for you guys pick up all the signs and the tents and like you guys picked up all the banners and put them in the other part of the double wide, and it's like these all got to dry out.
Yep. Yeah. We come back next week and they smell awful.
Yeah. Well, that double wide doesn't smell very good anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, it's a nice little storage room and stuff, but I cringe every time I have to go in there, purely from the fact is it's like, who moved something since the last time I was in here?
The worst is when it's 90, 95 outside, and then you open that for the first time, and it's like 140 of 2-week-old air.
Oh yeah, it's not pleasant.
Yeah, it's great.
When I set up for Area 5, I was in there a lot. I'm like, oh, this sucks. And then I just started throwing old shit away. I'm just like, this is getting tossed. This is getting tossed.
Yep.
Hopefully, Dan and Corey heed my advice and get some storage solutions over the winter, so it makes my life in there a little bit easier.
I know they're doing a lot of upgrades. I mean, finishing out this year and stuff, doing all the new. They did all that new gravel and stuff on the.
But people
On
are
the
still
wood
going to bitch
side.
about the range surface. You know that. They're like, it's
I'm
got
one of them.
rocks.
I'm
Yeah.
one of them, dude. The bays aren't so bad, but like trying to walk or pull a cart or anything else through the rest of that, it's taxing.
Oh yeah, dude, I bought a savior. I bought a savior bag to just come down to Cardinal because I'm going to hook it to the back of the golf cart.
Drag
And
it.
well, yeah, and just clip it on the back seat and be like, "There's my range bag." Like I don't. The problem with the S3 cart, like on a golf cart, is it takes up way too much space,
Yeah.
and you don't need the wheels. It's sitting on a golf cart. Like now,
Yep.
the S3 cart's great when you're walking, but I don't want to walk. But now they need to pull all that extra rock out in front of that green Connex, and because you can spin your tires all day long there.
Yeah, we get
Just
the golf cart stuck all the time.
Yeah. So what do you do? Just tell Rick to get out and push?
Yeah, someone gets out and pushes it, or you just keep rocking it, trying to get the thing out of there.
And that's the one thing. It's like the golf cart's also a little excessive when it's like, oh, we're going right next door. I'm like,
Yeah, that's true.
sometimes, but sometimes they do that. Oh, this bay, and then we're gonna come over 2 more bays, and it's like,
we're American, man. It could be right next door, and I'm still driving it.
yeah, and I'm hoping that they eventually tear down the concrete and stone, the wood walls, and put dirt.
I thought somebody said something about they were either going to replace all the wood or they were doing that or something, but it was mentioned in passing and I don't remember. But
yeah, we've had a couple conversations about it, and it sounds like an awesome idea, and it kind of is, but it's just about how they're going to do it, because there was rumor there was going to talk about adding on bays when they do this, behind the concrete bays, like, so you just continue the line that is the wood bays.
Okay.
And you figure it out, and make it work, which I think it could, because Cardinal is a world-class shooting facility. I mean, the place is freaking fantastic. You've got the gun shop there. It was funny because I was telling Tyler at the gun store, he was like, how much liquid chalk should I buy? All of it.
As much as you can.
Well, and it's like, dude, like, you'll sit on it for a couple months, but then by the next big match rolls around, oh, I need more grip chalk, and then they go buy it. It's like,
dude, not only that, but you know how many times, me included, but how many times we've forgotten that type of stuff? Like, hey,
yeah.
Justin, you got an extra bottle of chalk? Like, I forgot mine. So, like, having it there, yeah, they'd go through it.
Yeah. And for me, I've even switched over to a bowling rosin bag. Like, I'll use that unless it's like hot, like Kentucky. Shooting Kentucky, that did not work at all. So I was just like, but I hate it because I got to clean the grip then, because I'm like,
yeah, that is the thing. My MPA is sitting back there somewhere, and it's still packed with chalk. Like the grip is just pure white.
Yeah,
I still haven't cleaned it.
Shame on you.
No. I know.
No, that's all good. I like cleaning. I don't like cleaning my guns, but I do clean my gun quite often. Purely because there's so much freaking powder in the gun after shooting it. It's like, well, it's not really powder. It's like the gold flaky stuff.
Yeah, the brass shavings.
Yeah, if it's brass shavings, it looks like a grain of powder, but it could be a brass shaving. I don't know. It's just always in the gun, so I just want to try to keep it out of there.
I hate cleaning guns, dude. I always have somebody else do it.
Yeah. Well, for you, you'd probably just throw it in an ultrasonic cleaner and call it a day. Yeah,
for the most part, I'll usually have like Ashton or Austin or somebody clean it. I'm like, I don't want to clean this thing. Right. I mean, as you know, open guns are freaking disgusting anyway. So like, I was like, I don't want to deal with it.
Yeah, and I've got buddies who shoot coated bullets out of their open guns.
Oh my gosh, I've heard that's horrible.
Well, I did it in the first gun because I got a really good deal on lead coated bullets, and they worked well. You just dump down the powder on the charge, and it's fine. But the comp gets disgusting.
Yeah, I bet.
Now, mind you, I've done the vinegar and hydrogen peroxide mixture to just let the comp soak and let it eat out all the lead in it.
Yeah.
And it works. It works pretty well, but it just takes forever, and I'm lazy. So I've just switched over to I load with Everglades bullets now.
Okay.
The V2 double struck plated, whatever they call them. So because I've been screwed by hollow points. I've had hollow points like lose all their energy by the time they've had a popper. So when you hit the popper square in the center, it's like, why didn't this go down? I have major power factor. We just proved this at chronograph, like the stage prior.
Yeah.
Like, and so the jacketed hollow point at the time would just disintegrate. Like you'd hit it, you'd get the ding, and it just wouldn't go down. It's like, this sucks.
No shit.
So
I
I
haven't had.
switched it. I've never had problems with a jacketed or plated bullet.
Yeah. I just switched bullets, and it's gonna make me look dumb. I can't remember what company Hyder actually. So I was shooting Hornady 125s, and I loved them. But
Except
they
they're super
became
expensive.
that, and they became really hard to get.
Yeah,
And like
packs.
I can't get them anymore. Even I can't get them over like I think it's like it's either 100 or 500 round boxes, and I'm like, dude, I need like 3 or 5,000 at a time.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I switched to this company that Hyder told me about, and I've had really good luck with them so far. I just can't remember what it is, what the company name is.
Oh, was it? It's probably RMR or oh, not Everglades. Maybe Precision Delta.
I don't know, dude. It's gonna bug the heck out of me, and unless I look it up, I'm never gonna remember.
Right. I'll just or you just bug him and be like, "What was that bullet company you told me to go get?"
I know it's on my shop. It's saved on the tab at the shop computer because we just reorder.
Yeah.
But I just can't picture what it is right now.
Right. Oh, no biggie. Oh, so I want to talk about this because this is kind of funny. Is the videos, right? You do the match videos too,
Yeah.
which I like all the commentary. I could care less about when all of you shooting the stage and having all your stage runs in there. I'm just like, give me one of each, one person from each stage. I could care less. Let me just hear all the bullshit because you just hear like it's what you or Justin are mic'd up for the most part.
Yeah, it's mainly me and Justin. Yep.
And then when Justin wasn't there for Kentucky, it was Rick.
Rick. Yep.
And that's always a hoot when you give each other shit. It's always the best part.
Dude, we get it all the time where people are like, they come in, they're like, we watch every one of your videos. I'm like, cool, dude, thanks. They're like, I don't give a shit about the shooting. They're like, we literally, I watch it to listen to you guys, bitch back and forth and call each other names and blah blah blah. And I think it just resonates, right? Like that's what we do as dudes when we all get together. We shit talk each other, right? Like I think that's kind of our nature. So. You can go see a serious video anywhere. So for us, you know what I mean? It's kind of cool just to put out there like how it really goes.
Right. Oh yeah, 100% how it's going, and it's always the best, right? Like give each other shit, and then you always got to remember. Oh wait. Oh yeah, that's right. You're mic'd up. Don't say.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. There's we're trying to limit nowadays the amount of cussing, that's in the videos.
No, just bleep it out. It's more entertaining because the editing bleeps are better.
Yeah, well that's what I should say is we're being more conscious of that, but our editor, which is my daughter, uh, will be in the middle of editing a video and come find me in the shop, and she's like, "I hate you guys." And I was, it's like, "Why?" And she's like, "I have so many bleeps I have to put in this video." I'm like, "Yeah, well, that's guys for you."
Right. Not my problem. Not my.
Yeah, yeah. Like, I'm paying you. Get in there.
You're my kid. Do it. Don't you got dinner? Leave me alone.
Yep. Yeah. So, no, she does a really good job. Though. I mean, the feedback we get all the time is whoever does the editing does like a really good job at showing everything. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's cool that I get to say it's my daughter that does it.
That'd be the only thing I would say would be cool is if you get like a 360 cam and you throw it up on the top of the golf cart, so you can get like the whole stage. So then you can overlay people. Be like, wow, Matt, that was a really stupid freaking play, man. Like, I don't care that you're left-handed. That was dumb.
Yeah. We have some stuff we're gonna add in for next year and stuff. I got her a drone and some other stuff. So
Oh, there you go. That'll be
yeah,
fun.
yeah. So we're gonna ramp it up a little bit for next year and stuff too. But right now we're just trying to figure out kind of what we're gonna do for the winter to fill up the slots.
Yeah, it'll be okay though. You never know. Don't always need something to do in the winter. I don't know. I get so busy in the match planning mode in the winter. It's crazy. Like
I do not.
uh
I do nothing.
yeah, but it's okay. It's a good time. It's a good time to have a break, right?
Yeah.
Like like if I had to do this all the time and think about everything all the time, it'd be like this is mind numbing and this sucks.
Yeah, I'm bad about it, man. I literally probably from next month until April I won't touch my gun. Like I shot enough this summer. I'm good with it, you know. But then I always pay the price. Beginning of the year, I'm like, what? I forgot how to shoot.
Yeah, I dry like and the dry fire's gotten a little bit better. I've gotten back into it purely because the wife's kind of getting more and like I want to go shoot. I'm like okay, well you can't go shoot until you go dry fire. So because there's
Yeah.
things you got to learn in dry fire that you don't need bullets for.
Is she shooting USPSA?
Yep, she was intending on shooting every match at Cardinal that she went to this year, so Buckeye and Area 5. And then she's always like, "Ah, I'm not ready," or "Ah, the match looks too hard. I don't want to go shoot." She's fine. She can shoot it. Like she just shot Indiana, and that was like the most mentally taxing match ever because of 56 freaking rounds. And
Yeah, for sure.
it's like you made it through that. Like you can shoot anything.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's cool. I didn't know she shot. Ash, Ash will be shooting next year with us.
She's gonna beat all your butts.
Dude, hopefully.
She'll
Hopefully.
at least beat Matt.
I hope she beats Jeremy.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I hope she beats Jeremy.
yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. Jeremy stepped it up this year. He's put in a lot of work, but it would still be great to be able to talk shit to him.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like, you got beat by the girl. But you know, if you can't razzle anybody, what's the point, right?
Man, you know, locker room talk. I think if you don't have that, you don't have a group of dudes.
Right. Yeah, that's true. That is true. So yeah, the off season is coming, but a lot of cool things are coming from you, Atlas, in the videos. So I'm excited to see what you guys keep doing, especially next year. You know, you're pushing for master and open. Now that you got a real gun, hopefully you don't go sub major.
I deserve that. Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, so Bert, it's kind of is there it's kind of near the end of what time I imagine this to be, but is there anything you wanted to make sure you share with the audience here?
No, man. I know. I just I appreciate you extending the invite and asking me to be on here. It was a lot of fun. Obviously, I like talking shit with you anytime I get to. But
Well, absolutely. That's what this is for. I mean, this is like the people get to listen to our conversation. That's all that really matters. Is like
sure.
it's us having a conversation, and it's always fun, you know.
Yeah. No, man, we got some cool stuff coming out. I'm not sure I'm ready to put it out quite yet, just because of the influx we've already had. But we do have some really cool stuff coming out in the next couple months. We're in process of trying to buy this building. So in the process of moving. Yeah, we got some cool stuff coming up, man. And we're really excited about, and I'll be more excited when it's done because the stress level that has come with it is enough.
Oh yeah. So if people want to be key up to date with your updates, your new things that are going on when they drop, what's the best place for people to do that?
Yeah, man. Instagram is probably the best place. It's Atlas. Crap. I actually don't remember. This is how bad I am.
What is it? Atlas_tactical_1.
It is, yes. Okay. Atlas_tactical_1. That's probably the best place. Facebook, we got up to like 12,000 followers and they took our Facebook from us. So we do have a Facebook, but it's not very kept up with. They make it too difficult. And then YouTube, obviously, Atlas Tactical on YouTube, not kid friendly. So just,
You've been warned, people.
yep, be aware of that. But it's just bunch of dudes, shooting the matches, and there's some shot videos on there. We got some other stuff we want to do on there in the future. And that's kind of our main places right now.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And the website's obviously always up to date, so that's if you're looking, for something, there's a lot of projects and stuff up on the website.
Yeah, so everyone go over there, go check him out, bother him. If he doesn't have something, he can probably make it happen.
Yeah, most likely. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Go bother him. But Bert, man, bro, thanks for hanging out with me and hanging out and talking on the podcast. I think people will like it, get to know you a little bit better, and
Sure.
it's always a good time. So, listeners, go check him out. But until next time, get out and do the things. I'll see you on the next one.